Real life after 80. It's a time many imagine as peaceful, resting after a life of hard work, spending time with grandchildren, traveling, or simply enjoying nature. But the truth for millions of seniors across the world is far more complex. Today, we talk about something we don't discuss enough: aging loneliness. And not just loneliness as a feeling, but as a brutal, life-altering reality. In this video, we'll uncover 5 hard truths about life after 80 that every senior and every loved one must understand. Let's begin. 1. Social circles shrink dramatically. 2. One of the harshest realities of aging is this: you start losing people. It starts slowly in your 60s and 70s. Friends move away. Some pass away. Others deal with their own health issues. And by 80, many seniors report having lost most of their lifelong friends. According to AARP, nearly 50% of seniors over 80 report feeling socially isolated. And here's the brutal part: it's not always fixable. Why? Because the older you get, the harder it becomes to build new, meaningful friendships, travel to meet people, even just hear and communicate clearly due to physical limitations. Visual suggestion: elderly person sitting alone at a dinner table. Empty chairs fade to black and white photos of younger days. Your world can go from being full of birthdays, phone calls, visits, and laughter, to quiet days, empty afternoons, and long silent nights. But what can be done? Understanding this isn't about feeling defeated. It's about preparing yourself. If you're approaching your 80s or already there, recognize the importance of nurturing any social connection you have left, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. 2. Physical decline makes independence lonely. Narrator: aging brings physical limitations. That's no secret. But what most people don't realize is how lonely it feels to lose independence. Think about it. At 80, your body doesn't move the way it used to. Simple tasks like going to the grocery store, attending community events, even walking in the park become exhausting or even dangerous. And with each activity lost comes a piece of social life that disappears. Suddenly, people stop inviting you places. You stop going out. The world becomes smaller. Narrator: pause, slow tone. It's not just isolation by accident. It's isolation by design. You may find yourself spending 20+ hours a day inside your home, often in silence. Even when surrounded by others, you can feel invisible. Visual suggestion: an older man watching kids play from a window. Scene fades to him looking down at his cane. But the real pain? It's the realization that you can't fully participate in life anymore. You're a spectator, not a player. The key here is adaptation. You might not be able to walk far, but can you video call? Can you host a neighbor for tea? Can you join a senior circle online? You must find new paths to connection before physical decline traps you in silence. Point 3. The silent impact of grief accumulation. Most people think of grief as a single event. You lose your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, and you grieve. But aging brings what we call cumulative grief. By 80, many seniors have faced the loss of a spouse, the death of siblings, children moving far away, friends passing every year. Each loss chips away at your emotional foundation. And here's the truth: most seniors are silently drowning in unspoken grief. Visual suggestion: photo frames on a wall, candles burning beside one. The room is quiet. Narrator: nobody talks about it. Society expects seniors to be strong, be wise, or be grateful for a long life. But when you've buried a spouse, a best friend, a child, how do you not feel lonely? Loneliness isn't always from being alone. Sometimes it's from being surrounded by memories that no one else remembers but you. That kind of grief can't be solved with a phone call or a hobby. It needs emotional processing, counseling, and spiritual grounding. And yet, most seniors are never given that opportunity. They carry years of sorrow with nowhere to place it. For being left behind by modern society. The world changes fast. Technology, language, values, entertainment, everything evolves. And if you're over 80, chances are you've said these words. The world just isn't the same anymore. Social media, streaming, apps, digital banking, online appointments. What used to be simple now feels foreign. And when society doesn't speak your language anymore, you feel left behind. Worse, you might feel like a burden. Like you're always asking, can you help me with this phone? How do I log in? What's a QR code? Narrator, firm tone. This isolation is not your fault, but it is your challenge. Visual suggestion. Senior trying to use a smartphone, frustrated. Grandchild helping, smiling gently. The world won't slow down, but you don't have to surrender either. Find one or two tools you can still learn. Master those. Stay connected. And remind yourself, you're not obsolete. You still matter. You still have wisdom, love, and value. 5. Emotional starvation is real. 6. Let's talk about a harsh truth most people avoid. Touch, affection, and emotional intimacy don't stop being important after 80. But many seniors go days, weeks, even months without a hug, a laugh, or a heartfelt conversation. That is emotional starvation. And it's just as real and dangerous as physical starvation. Scientific studies have shown that lack of emotional connection can increase risk of dementia, trigger depression, weaken the immune system, accelerate aging. Visual suggestion. Elderly woman holding a photo, then reaching out to touch it. Tears in her eyes. Narrator. Everyone needs to feel seen. Everyone needs to be told. You matter. You're loved. You're not forgotten. But when your children are busy, your friends are gone, and society treats you like UV, you begin to believe that your emotions don't count anymore. That couldn't be further from the truth. So what can you do? Join senior support groups. Write letters or emails to reconnect with distant family. Seek out counseling or pastoral care. Volunteer, even from home. You deserve emotional fulfillment. Never let the world tell you otherwise. Aging after 80 is not all darkness. Yes, it brings challenges. Yes, it brings loneliness. But it also brings an unmatched depth of wisdom, resilience, and grace. If you're a senior watching this, you're not alone. There are thousands, millions just like you, struggling quietly, surviving nobly. And if you're younger, watching on behalf of a parent or grandparent, remember, sometimes the greatest gift you can give is your time. A call, a visit, a shared memory. Let us not abandon our elders to silence. Let us honor them by seeing them, hearing them, and loving them. Because aging isn't just about surviving another year. It's about living with dignity, connection, and purpose, no matter your age. Visual suggestion. Happy scene of seniors laughing in a community center, family hugging grandparents, friends playing chess in the park. This is echoes of wisdom, where every voice, especially those with decades behind them, deserves to be heard. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and never stop seeking joy.